going to see if this mysterious Pinkerton person is indeed in the bow of the ship or not. This is going to sting a bit, but I think there's a way in here. Okay. Can I please find my way somewhere I can get up from? Oh, losing my breath. That nearly got me. Jeez. Oh, and this water isn't exactly warm either. Ah! Okay. This time I will shoot you, my lurks. I need to get away from this water. Ooh, that's better. Wow. All right. Oh, that's just a corpse. Oh wow, that hurts a lot. Great. Now I'm addicted to rat away. Well, that's something I need to worry about. Later. Let's try to see what we have in this place. Ooh, still quite radiated. I should probably get that fixed at the clinic. Why didn't I think about that? I don't know. Okay, so there are Mylurks here. Hopefully I don't need to go through that water anymore. There's a way up here. Of course I could have sneaked through the Mylurks, but oh, there's some sort of gas in here. I don't like that. I actually heard a bit when that Mylurk hit me. So that's better. That gas leak is making me... Holy shit, that's a live mine. That was close. Okay, I have a feeling I'm onto something here. Maybe yeah, I think that actually opens the way to outside. Yeah, I don't particularly like this gas here. Is there a way for me to shut this gas down? Because if this thing somehow explodes, I will die. I see the tripwire. This gas isn't here by an accident. There's some sort of a trap there as well. shotguns pointing straight at the door. And another live mine. Mind your step now. I'll patch some purified water. Okay, can we take these out? Too dangerous. But why did someone rig this door? Or rig this room? To protect this storage? Ammo? Purified water? But yeah, I have a feeling this gas isn't here by a chance. It was meant to blow up with that gas. There's some of it on this side as well. I should really mind my steps some more, because there might be more traps. Or mines. Don't see any here now, but I've already nearly blown up. Nearly blown up 2 mines. Alright. Hey, these will come in handy. Boxes of detergent. Well, here I could take some tin cans. Be mindful of mines. Ah, okay. I should have known that. Should have known that one. Someone there. Hello? I'll use this chance to take this. Just borrowing it. After all those traps, this person seems awfully calm when I'm here. Maybe because I lowered my firearm, don't know.
Hey there!
Hello?
How the hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying. This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already.
Well, there's actually a couple of things. Since I made my way all the way in here. Can you, well actually, first tell me what are you doing here in this wrecked part of the ship and what's with the traps?
I live here. It's where I do my work. And it's far away from Dr. Lee and all those other monkeys dressed up like scientists. You made it past my defenses, which proves you aren't a dummy. And you haven't killed me, so I suppose you aren't here to do that. I suppose you can hang around if you want. Just don't touch anything.
Okay, I will borrow the big book of science if you don't mind. So what is it that you do in here?
The secret kind. Well, if you must know, I'm an electrician and computer expert, and I'm a bit of a surgeon. Really, the most gifted scientist you'll find. I'm the guy that got Rivet City up and running in the first place. And after all that, Lee and her gang of flunkies pushed me out. Ha! Project Purity, indeed. What a bunch of morons. They can't even clean some water.
Can you tell me about Rivet City's history? Did you really get this place up and running?
What? I have better things to do than yak about those backstabbers up topside. Now get going.
No, but I'm actually talking to you because I think you're the only one who knows the truth about Rivet City's founding.
Ha! Sounds like you've been poking around, all right. I'm surprised any of those reprobates even remember me. Maybe they still laugh about how they edged me out of the council back then. But you can set the record straight.
Setting the record straight? Yeah, that is kind of my goal, finding the truth about the history.
For that, you have to go all the way back to when remnants of the Naval Research Institute cleared the Mirelurks off this wreck, about 40 years ago. We were looking for new lab space, and this bucket of bolts just happened to have a well-preserved science bay on it. Everything else just grew up around that lab once we got it up and running. The science team was led by one H. Pinkerton.
Oh? So you used to be in charge? How did you end up in here?
That lasted until about 18 years ago, when those ambitious backbiters like Lee and her little team showed up. She came in with her big Purity Project pipe dream, and my whole staff started working with her, those traitors. She even took my seat on the council. By then, I was glad to leave it behind. But hell, if I'm leaving the city I made great.
Okay. Do you have any evidence of this? You know, if I'm going to reveal the truth?
Of course I do. A good scientist always keeps track of their data.
Of course.
Here. They probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first council meeting. Take them, if it'll put them in their place.
Okay, thanks. I think you didn't work on it long and you probably don't want to even talk about it, but what do you know about this Project Purity?
Who cares? It's some hydroponics pipe dream that Lee's been working on forever. Waste of time and effort, I say. Apparently, though, my teams cared more about it than they did about little things like defense systems or making this ship float again. Treacherous bastards, all of them.
I can't imagine why she'd be more popular, assuming this is all true.
What are you suggesting, you little brat? I may not be on the science team anymore, but I still know how to keep records. Here. They probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first council meeting. Take them, if it'll put them in their place.
Yes, you already gave those to me. On a totally other matter, you said you are a surgeon. You did a facial reconstruction and a mind wipe on an android, didn't you?
What are you talking about, boy? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that?
Well, let's just say it's in your best interest. Do I want to threaten this guy like that? Um, Forget I mentioned it.
No one else could do it, that's for damn sure.
What?
Just get out of here. Can't you leave an old man in peace? And stay away from my stuff. Hope the Mirelurks get you, damn nosy kid.
Well, in all honesty, no wonder they kicked him out of the council. Hmm. Requires key, eh? Okay, I think that is an... Well, I want to pick that up. Will I? I will. I didn't even have to steal it, it was mine. That's a add-on to my... Well, actually, I think that might be an add-on to a helmet I don't have. I thought it would fit my night vision. Man, he has a lot of stuff. Not all his surgeries go as well.
Don't even think of breaking into that.
No, I won't. I was just wondering that I think I can't break into that thing. And I have a feeling he's not telling me everything about facial reconstruction. There's no way I can pick his pockets. Is the key is there a key to that somewhere? Or not? I could sleep in this bed. That's fascinating. Nothing there. He's not telling me everything he knows, but Andrade basically admitted that he did the facial reconstruction. But how do I get him to tell me more? Let's read this big book of science. And that is the first time I actually get a perk for it. But let's leave the book here because it is Pinkerton's book. And let's take a look at that perk. That's first of the book perks from the FWE mod books. You've gained knowledge about variety of high technology skills such as computers, mathematics, biology, physics and geology. Now you're all tools to sound and look more nerdy. Excellent. With each rank of this perk, it feels that even harder terminals unlock automatically when you touch them. Did I get Did I get some sort of bonus? What the heck increases my... Wait a minute, I'm still wearing the lab coat. Well, ain't that perfect? No wonder it... no wonder I hurt a bit when I was fighting those Mirelurks. Well, actually it was the lack of oxygen that did it. Yeah. Oh, well nourished, actually. Okay, that's interesting. Isn't helping me getting into that one.
And we're going to have a problem.
Yes, I know, you said it already. Just having a look what you have here on this table. Or this shelf. Yeah, I guess he wouldn't leave a key laying around.
Hey there!
You're kind of a cheery, and then when I start to talk to you, you're not. I will push my luck and ask him more about it. But what I will first do is look at the notes of the first council minutes. Inaugural meeting of the Rivet City Council, 2239. Horace Pinkerton, Annette Holmes, Brad Danvers. As the Rivet City Science Outpost has displayed significant stability in its location and reliable profitability for supply traders, a burgeoning civilian settlement has sprung up in the available space on our ship. To better protect and organize this growing community, we declare a three-man council will act as a governing body to represent the interests of the residents on the newly dubbed Rivet City. Okay, I will look at the Project Purity journals later on.
Hey there!
Hello.
Stay sharp. They're everywhere.
Yes. Can we talk about that facial reconstruction once more?
What are you talking about, boy?
Well, let's just say it's in your best interest to tell me what I want to know.
Fine, whatever. This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the Wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch.
Harkness is the android? The head of security? Yes, I'm sorry you don't get along with Dr. Lee, but we were discussing the android?
That witch ruined my life, but you're right. Who gives a crap about any of that? You want your precious proof. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable.
Okay. There's something you aren't telling me. Isn't there?
Oh, all right. So maybe I didn't wipe his mind like he asked, but I buried it. Deep. Almost as good, really. But it's still there. Still accessible. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines.
Okay. Well, now that we have that cleared, do you know about this Android Railroad?
Bunch of bleeding heart morons, if you ask me. They're going to get themselves killed one of these days. And for what? Machine liberation? But they have brought me some really interesting tech over the years, so I guess they're okay. And that android, he was the chance of a lifetime.
So, why did you help the android then?
Ha! Why do you think? I wanted to crack open that Commonwealth can opener to see what was inside. There's stuff in there I'd only heard about, and even then I didn't believe it. I can see why that Zimmer feller wanted him back so bad.
Right. Did you find anything about the Commonwealth, or do you know about the Commonwealth? Something?
Most of it's blasted nothing, just like here. But there's talk, rumors mostly, about a place called the Institute. That's where Zimmer and that android came from. God knows what else they got going on in there, but it puts our tech to shame, that's for damn sure.
Right. That's going to take a facial reconstruction, so thanks.
Don't let your guard down.
I won't. Thanks for telling me. Tell me what I wanted to know. Let's take a look at that. Look at that
Yes, that's locked.
terminal.
And yes, I can see you eyeing it.
Well, you just gave me the password for it, you old man. Let's first take a look at this picture. So that's how he looked like. And we have seen him already. It's not that much difference.
My designation is A3-21. I'm a synthetic humanoid from the Commonwealth, and I'm about to undergo a memory transfer. I'm here at Rivet City, where I've already had my face altered to look like someone else. I'm still getting used to the sound of my new voice, but soon I won't even remember what I used to sound like. I'm recording this at the request of Pinkerton, who performed the surgery and will do the memory transfer. It will be the final testimony of the man I once was, and still am, for the moment. I want to live my own life, on my own terms, as my own man. I used to work for the Synth Retention Bureau of the Commonwealth. But I'm done with that life. I'm through with being someone's property. I am not malfunctioning. Since when is self-determination a malfunction? When this is all over, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My death is a sacrifice for my rebirth. Perhaps I'll fade into myth as the one that got away and fuel further rebellion. But I'd be lying if I said I was doing this for selfless reasons. I'm scared as hell, and running away is the only option I have.
Oh wow. He sounds both scared and afraid. Misanthropy is the password. Okay, let's type this in. You better have permission to be using this computer, and I do. City Founder's log. Okay, this is the same notes I read before. Good. And here are the same pictures. Better resolution in this computer than my BitBoy. Android log 1. Ha! I've done it! I've built a circuit neuralizer from spare parts using the diagrams rescued from that vault last year. I'm brilliant. I'll show those hacks from the Commonwealth now. Oh, Pinkerton is so full of himself. I stole the mem chip from that jerk Brown. Where does he get off robbing people of their souls like that? Anyway, he's so involved in that simulation of his that breaking in and taking it was like stealing from a little girl. Of course, I won't know whose memories are on this thing until I integrate it into its new host, but they're never specified, so it shouldn't really matter. I can't wait until the subject arrives. I can't imagine Pinkerton breaking in somewhere and stealing something. Maybe there's more to the man than he looks like. I got those memories into that android like I was God, sending down messages from heaven. Calls himself Harkness now, thinks he's an old combat veteran. Did a little extra tinkering with his reflex system. He's certainly not someone I'd want to meet in a fight. When he woke up, he was all confused. I told him he was in a coma for a long time. Between the new memories and the new face I gave him, there isn't anyone that would recognize him, not even himself. That's actually pretty interesting. Pinkerton here, being the man he is, and mostly caring about the safety and preservation of Rivet City, actually made a kind of a perfect guard for the city. Maybe on purpose, maybe by accident. I don't know if Pinkerton knew what those memories were for, or whose memories they were that he somehow snatched. But very, very interesting nevertheless. Oh, there's grenades there. What the hell? I'm almost certain there's some place to get these gases off. But right now I don't remember where it was. Out of character talk, of course. There was a switch to it somewhere. What the heck were those grenades doing there? Was it triggered to that? Maybe the tripwire was rigged to those grenades? Could that be it? I think that gas is pretty dangerous. It could blow up the whole ship bow. I came from down there, right? Maybe there's something down below where I can turn it off. I kinda want to find that before I go and leave. Oh, there's some water in there. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's not going to blow up unless something happens. The only thing I'm pretty certain there's a place where you can turn it off. Is it actually here? No. Strange sounds. In here? No. I guess there was no such switch. Alright, let's just leave. Let's just leave, and then I need to decide what will I do. I don't think I will tell Harkness just yet. Just for that reason, because he's kind of a kind of a perfect guard for the place. And I'm not sure if I will tell anyone about Pinkerton just yet. Maybe Moira when I tell her about the Rivet City's history. But that's about it. I do need to see a doctor. I do need to see a doctor badly. I'm having withdrawal symptoms from Radaway, and I'm quite radiated. Although that is causing my limbs to heal because of the rat regeneration perk I got when I did that radiation research for Moira. But still, I do need to heal myself up, definitely. Yeah. Learn more about the escaped android. I wonder where I can learn even more. I think what I will do is somehow get myself back to Megaton. But I do want to keep want to stay here in Rivet City for a while, spend a little while, and see what else this city has to offer.